Hello and welcome to the third video in this series examining the Lynchburg City Council meetings and the City Manager's Office. In the first video, we discussed the fact that the City Manager's proposed budget was cutting essential services at the same time that they were giving themselves a 14.1% raise in salary and benefits. That doesn't seem right. In the second video, we showed that the proposed rationale for those cuts was the tax rate. They were arguing that if the tax rate were to be lowered, then services would have to be cut. But we found out that that wasn't true. At a rate of 84%, all those services could be provided. So in this video, which is of the second reading of the budget the day before it is due at the state, we're going to see what people have to say about the tax rate. The video is kind of pieceworked together, but it's chronological. So Kurt Deemer opens with a motion to set the tax rate at 84%. Remember, the city manager's office wanted to keep it at 89%. He proposes 84, and there had been prior discussion. Timmer, Deemer, and Mischins wanted it set at 83. That would have been easier for the citizens of Lynchburg. But they've agreed to go to 84. And we know that all of the services can be provided at 84. But you're going to hear Deemer make the motion for 84, Timmer to second it. Then you're going to hear Stephanie Reed go off on a monologue that's very emotionalized, accusing them of shenanigans, claiming that the 86% rate that the mayor proposed is where services will be able to be funded. But we know that's not true. They can all be funded at 84. And actually, a budget is a variable. You shift things from one department to another department. You do things differently. All the services could always be funded at whatever rate, even if they set the rate at 76%. So she's arguing that the 86% is what should be done. But really, she gets to the real point of her monologue at the very end when she talks about the city manager. Let's see what happens.
They say that council set the real estate rate at 84 cents.
Second. You want to speak to your second?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. And so I will be putting my vote for 84 cents.
Anyone else? Ms. Reed?
He had suggested, the mayor had suggested 86 cents. 86 cents, which is 3 cents lower than the proposed budget, would have kept pretty much everything in to include the concerns that many of you are having today. The things that you guys are wanting to see included would have been kept in at 86 cents. 83 cents was where we looked like we were headed, however. And you saw us discussing having to adjust quite a few things in the proposed budget, removing quite a few things from the proposed budget. So there have been many attempts to try to hear from all the citizens, consider the real estate rate, give alternative solutions for funding sources, come together, and all of that was shot down. We had an attempt to have meaningful discussion at our last meeting, and then what we thought was going to happen didn't happen. Then we have shenanigans pulled on Friday, a second special meeting called, handshake deals happening over the weekends that we don't know, the three of us knew nothing about, emails that went around over the weekend that the three of us are left out of. And now the rate that they were calling an extreme increase of taxes is now where they want to meet today. And now they're going to agree to, when it still isn't going to cover a lot of what people wanted. So I'm not going to vote for your motion because you've given me no reason to trust anything you've said or done. You've excluded us from the conversation. And you're now going back again on what you said at the last meeting. And I feel like you've put the mayor right in the middle of it again. So, and all the while attacking our city staff. Facebook post after Facebook post after Facebook post, attacking the people working hard for months, trying to serve our citizens, for months doing what we've asked them to do.
All right, so I am swept right in there, and she's a very compelling speaker. I want to believe everything she says, but let's take a look. Pause. Okay, number one, she says the 86% tax rate is what's necessary, but we know it's not, because 84% is still an increase from last year, and it's not necessary. So that's not true. Two, she has set up the other side, Timmer, Mischens, Deemer, as liars, you know? She does not trust them because of the shenanigans, which was the grassroots petitions we sent out. So it's good and bad. They are clearly bad. I don't like them. I don't want to believe a thing they say. But are they? That's what you have to figure out. Are they bad because they want to lower the tax rate for you and provide the services and investigate the budget? Like, what's been going on with the budget? Did you know they got rid of the forensic accountant? Why would you do that? So we've got those two things going on in her rhetoric, and then the other thing that's going on is the city manager. Okay, she calls city staff Facebook post after Facebook post. Please help me find them. I didn't find anything other than people questioning how he could give himself a raise when he was cutting services. So, she's good. The other councilmen are bad. The city manager is a victim. The poor city manager, he's a victim. And I'm swept in there. I'm going to applaud and hurrah. It's all so much artificial integrity. Okay? We're going to talk about that in the next video. And we're going to talk about, what does DARVO mean? It's an acronym that stands for Deny, Attack, Reverse, Victim, Offender. We're going to talk about how that's playing out in Stephanie Reed's rhetoric, and it's very compelling. So if you want to go watch the original video, it is available on YouTube. Bye for now.